Choosing between a Dyson and a Miele isn't just about picking a vacuum, it's about choosing a cleaning philosophy. This isn't a simple good versus bad comparison. It's a clash of design ideologies, and understanding which side you fall on will tell you everything you need to know about which vacuum belongs in your home. The right choice depends entirely on what you value most: grab-and-go convenience or long-haul, deep cleaning power. Design philosophy. Here's the fundamental difference. Dyson builds vacuums for the way people live now, while Miele builds vacuums to last a lifetime. Dyson's entire identity is wrapped up in its cordless stick vacuums. They are lightweight, futuristic-looking machines designed for speed and agility. You can snatch one off the wall mount to clean up a spill in seconds. Their focus is on maneuverability and making the act of cleaning as frictionless as possible. The design language is all bright colors, transparent bins, and exposed cyclonic tech. It's an appliance that's meant to be seen. Miele, by contrast, is the master of the classic canister vacuum. Their machines are typically corded, substantial, and engineered with a focus on durability and quiet, powerful operation. Let's be clear, they are not flashy. The design is conservative and utilitarian because the focus isn't on how it looks, but on how it performs year after year. While Dyson is thinking about battery life and bin size, Miele is thinking about motor longevity and creating a sealed system that just works decade after decade. Miele has recently entered the cordless market, but their heart and soul remain in the robust, corded canister format. Filtration and allergens. If you or someone in your family suffers from allergies, this is where the debate gets interesting. Both brands take filtration seriously, but they go about it in completely different ways. Dyson's big selling point is its whole machine HEPA filtration. What that means is they design the entire vacuum from the cyclone to the post-motor filter as a sealed system. The goal is to ensure that the microscopic dust, dander, and pollen it sucks up actually stays inside the machine rather than leaking out through cracks and seals. For a bagless vacuum, this is a critical engineering feat, and Dyson executes it very well. Miele's approach is more traditional, but arguably just as effective, if not more so for the dust-averse. While some Miele models come with the HEPA filter, and you can add one to any of their vacuums, the real star of the show is the bag itself. Miele's self-sealing dust bags are multi-layered filters in their own right. When the canister is full, you simply remove the bag, and a small flap automatically closes the opening, trapping every particle of dust inside. There's no puff of dust, no dirty cloud. The combination of the bag and a high-quality filter creates an exceptionally clean experience, which is why Miele is so often recommended for households with severe allergies. Hygiene and emptying. The bagless versus bagged debate is really a question of convenience versus cleanliness. With a Dyson, you get the satisfaction of seeing the transparent bin fill up with dirt, and you never have to buy bags. The trade-off comes when it's time to empty it. No matter how carefully you do it, releasing that much fine dust into a trash can inevitably creates a small cloud of debris. You'll also need to periodically wash the filters to maintain suction, which is another hands-on, potentially messy job. This is where Miele shines. The experience of changing a Miele bag is impeccably clean. You open the canister, pull out the full bag, which has already sealed itself shut, and drop it in the trash. There is zero contact with the dust and debris you just worked so hard to remove from your floors. For anyone sensitive to dust, this single feature can be a deciding factor. The downside, of course, is the recurring cost of buying new bags, but many users find it a small price to pay for a mess-free disposal process. Durability and lifespan. Miele vacuums are built to outlive just about every other appliance in your house. The company famously tests its motors to last for 1,000 hours of use, which translates to roughly 20 years for the average household. It's not uncommon to hear from Miele owners who have had their vacuums for a decade or more with no issues. They use high-quality plastics, robust components, and design their machines to be serviceable, not disposable. You are buying a long-term investment. Dyson vacuums are not poorly made, but they are not built with the same generational lifespan in mind. Their cordless models in particular have more potential points of failure, from the battery, which will degrade over time, to the plastic components in the cleaner heads. You can certainly expect to get many good years out of a Dyson, but the consensus is that they simply don't have the same tank-like longevity as a Miele. Think of it as the difference between a high-performance sports car and a reliable work truck. Both are excellent at what they do, but one is engineered for a much longer, harder life. Performance and formats. When it comes to pure cleaning power, both brands are at the top of their game, but their strengths lie in different areas. Dyson's cordless stick vacuums like the V11 or Gen 5 offer incredible suction for a battery-powered device. They are fantastic for homes with a mix of hard floors and low-pile carpets, and their lightweight nature makes them perfect for cleaning stairs, cars, and ceiling corners. The convenience of not being tethered to a cord is a game changer for daily tidying. Miele's canister vacuums, on the other hand, are the masters of deep cleaning. The corded design provides consistent, powerful suction that doesn't fade as you clean. Models like the Complete C3 are legendary for their ability to pull deeply embedded dirt and pet hair out of thick carpets. The separate power head, driven by its own motor, agitates carpet fibers more aggressively than many stick vacuums can. While they are bulkier and require you to manage a cord and hose, for a top-to-bottom deep clean, their performance is very hard to beat. Noise and usability. In terms of the actual experience of using the vacuum, the two brands offer starkly different experiences. Using a Dyson stick vac is an active, fast-paced process. It's light enough to feel like an extension of your arm, making it easy to zip around furniture and transition from floors to upholstery. It encourages a little and often approach to cleaning. Using a Miele canister is a more deliberate and methodical process. The main unit is heavy but rolls smoothly behind you on casters, so you're only managing the weight of the wand and power head. Miele vacuums are also generally much quieter than Dyson's, producing a lower-pitched hum rather than the high-pitched whine of a Dyson motor. This can make a big difference during longer cleaning sessions. Price and value. It's a common misconception that Dysons are the most expensive vacuums on the market. While they are certainly a premium product, Miele's top-tier canister vacuums can easily cost significantly more. A high-end Dyson stick vacuum might offer better outright cleaning performance and more features for less money than a flagship Miele. In that sense, Dyson can represent a better immediate value. However, the value proposition for Miele is tied to its longevity. Let me explain. You might buy one Miele C3 and use it for 15 or 20 years. In that same period, you might go through 2 or even 3 cordless vacuums as batteries die and components wear out. When you factor in the total cost over 2 decades, the Miele often proves to be the more economical choice. You're paying a premium upfront for the peace of mind that you won't be shopping for another vacuum anytime soon. Best for use cases. Let's make this simple. You should buy a Dyson if you live in a smaller home, apartment, or have mostly hard floors and low pile rugs. If you value speed and convenience above all else and prefer to do quick, frequent cleanups rather than long, deep cleaning sessions, the cordless freedom of a Dyson is unmatched. It's the perfect tool for busy people who want to keep their space tidy with minimal fuss. You should buy a Miele if you have a larger home with a lot of medium to high pile carpet, pets, or family members with allergies. If your priority is deep cleaning power, durability, and the cleanest possible air quality, a Miele canister is the superior choice. If you see vacuuming as a serious task and you're willing to invest in a tool that will last for decades, Miele is the brand for you. Notable model notes. If you're leaning toward Dyson, look at their recent V-series models like the Dyson Gen V Detect or its predecessors. These models offer the best balance of powerful suction, intelligent features like dust-detecting lasers, and reasonable battery life. They represent the pinnacle of what a cordless stick vacuum can be. If Miele sounds like the right fit, the complete C3 series is the gold standard that an entire industry is measured against. There are several versions within the C3 line tailored for different needs, like the cat and dog for pet owners, or the Brilliant for those who want every feature. But all of them share the same legendary motor, build quality, and deep cleaning performance. Choosing one is less about good versus bad, and more about matching the included floor heads to your specific home environment.